and welcome. You're watching Times Now. I'm Meenakshi Upreti, starting the bulletin with some big breaking news coming in. All right, this is related to Asaduddin Owaisi, who has once again entered and waded into the controversy over Aurangzeb's posts and posters. He spoke out on the same, and he says that politics, according to him, has once again heated up regarding Aurangzeb and Tipu Sultan. He says regarding this AIMIM leader and MP Asaduddin Owaisi has targeted the Modi government once again as expected, and he said that efforts are being made to change history in India. He says that he doesn't love Mughals, but the history is being changed. In fact, talking about Aurangzeb, Asaduddin Owaisi says that that many people are being arrested simply for holding or keeping a picture of Aurangzeb. That's the latest statement as far as Asaduddin Owaisi is concerned, at a time when the storm over Aurangzeb is escalating. This is a statement coming in from the side of Mr. Owaisi. Listen in exactly to what he had to say first of all.
तो मुझसे किसी मीडिया के लोगों ने पूछा कि इस पर तबसरा करिए। मैं बिल्कुल तबसरा करने तैयार हूं, मगर आप इसको ऑथेंटिकेट कर दो कि ये औरंगजेब की फोटो है। औरंगजेब को मर के 300 साल हो गए। 1850, 40 तक फोटोज को मान सकते। बोले एक फोटो औरंगजेब की है क्या? बोले नहीं, वो औरंगजेब की हो सकती है। बोला हो सकती है तो फिर मैं क्या करूं? माने 1990 में आप लोगों को याद होगा, बाबरी मस्जिद का जब एजिटेशन चल रहा था, अगर कोई औरंगजेब की
All right, that's of course the statement coming in from the side of Asaduddin Owaisi. He says that one can never authenticate to begin with if it's a photo of Aurangzeb or not. He says that as far as the Aurangzeb row is concerned, people are being targeted over a trivial issue. That's the statement coming in from the side of Mr. Owaisi. My colleague Mohit joining us live on the broadcast. Mohit, take us through first of all this big statement coming in from the side of Asaduddin Owaisi.
Well, you see, Meenakshi, this controversy over Aurangzeb's picture has been going on from past many days, where we saw that how clashes broke out in Kolhapur after some people, mysterious element, put up a picture of Aurangzeb and eulogized him, and then we saw that how the whole narrative of Aurangzeb ki aulad, Godse ki aulad was started by the political parties. And now we see when Asaduddin Owaisi, while speaking at a public program, he was asked about the issue. He stated that media persons often ask me that what do you have to say on the Aurangzeb picture and the clashes that has happened post that. He says that I don't know that whether that's a picture of Aurangzeb or not. He died 300 years ago. Now how can I confirm that that's a picture of Aurangzeb or not? So in a way, in a rather sarcastic term, he has spoken on this particular issue. But we also know that how he earlier reacted to the statement that came in from the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, regarding Aurangzeb ki aulad statement, where he stated that if the people who are putting the pictures of Aurangzeb are Aurangzeb ki aulad, who exactly are Godse ki aulad? And now again he has spoken on this particular issue, saying that he has no confirmation whether that's a picture of Aurangzeb or of Tipu Sultan or not. So clearly we see that the politics is being played on this particular issue. We know that how the clashes broke out in Kolhapur. Few of the people have been arrested. Now there has been demand coming in from various right-wing groups that such people who eulogized Aurangzeb, they should be behind the bars as soon as possible. And now the police has taken the action, but the politics is still continuing on this particular issue. And this is the statement, the latest statement that has come in from Asaduddin Owaisi. Back to you.
Right, as far as the Aurangzeb row is concerned, Mohit, we've seen, of course, it snowball into a massive political controversy, of course, with Devendra Fadnavis, the Deputy Chief Minister of the state, saying that, quote-unquote, Aurangzeb ki aulads will not be spared. And, of course, there was a very sharp retort which came from the side of Asaduddin Owaisi. Take us through and recap, really, the war of words which had happened over posts and posters related to Aurangzeb.
Well, as we were discussing earlier, it all started with the post of Aurangzeb that eulogized Aurangzeb, and then we saw that the clashes happened in Kolhapur. There was a massive volatile situation. Clashes broke out. The police were on the spot. The top administration of the Maharashtra were looking into the matter, and then the statement came in from Devendra Fadnavis saying that Aurangzeb ki aulad will not be spared. spared. So clearly a strong message came in from Devendra Fadnavis, and specifically on the people who have put up the post of Aurangzeb. Now that question was being asked to Asaduddin Owaisi, and Asaduddin Owaisi basically said, "You talk about Aurangzeb ki aulade, who exactly are the aulad of Godse?" So after Aurangzeb, we saw that how Asaduddin Owaisi brought in the whole narrative of Godse, and then we saw that how exactly the political fight started, and then came in the statement from Girvraj Singh, a very controversial statement, I must say, where he again eulogized Godse, saying that he is the son of the soil. And after that, again, strong reactions came in from the opposition party, saying that someone who has killed the father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, is being eulogized, is being praised by a union minister. This is something which is very shocking. Now the situation on the ground is trying to get normal. The administration is at the spot. Again, the statement coming in from Asaduddin Owaisi in a rather sarcastic term, he has stated, right. I don't know whether that's a picture.
Yes, Mohit, you're absolutely right. Hold on to that thought. I'll come back to you. Let's also go across to Atul Bhatkhalkar. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us on Times Now. What do you, sir, have to say about this latest statement of Asaduddin Owaisi? He says, as far as the Aurangzeb Rao is concerned, one can't even say to begin with that the posters which are now garnering eyeballs, which are in the center of this, of a massive political storm, perhaps to begin with, they're not even Aurangzeb's posters.
See, the moot question is whether AIMIM's people are holding Aurangzeb poster or not. Main moot question is, what is the position of Owaisi on Aurangzeb? Aurangzeb has killed Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj because he refused to convert to Islam. What is the position of Owaisi and his party AIMIM regarding this? Whether Owaisi, AIMIM regard Aurangzeb as their ideal ruler, whatever Abu Azmi stated, if I am not making mistake on your own channel, that Aurangzeb was a great warrior, great king, that is the moot question. And in Maharashtra and in this country, nobody will allow Aurangzeb's praise, nobody will allow adoration of Aurangzeb. Whoever want to keep Aurangzeb as their DP post, they will be punished by law. That is Bharatiya Janata Party's position. So whether Aurangzeb poster was shown by that particular organization or not, that police will look into it. But Owaisi should first make it clear whether he is agree with holding the poster of Aurangzeb or not. That is a moot question and moot point.
But sir, as far as Aurangzeb controversy is concerned, Mr. Owaisi, of course, indirectly attacking the BJP. Owaisi basically saying that the BJP is making a mountain out of a molehill, that you are all exaggerating the issue basically to gain political brownie points. How do you react to this allegation, sir?
Before saying so, first he should condemn Aurangzeb. When our government, Shinde-Fadnavis government, rename Aurangabad to Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj Nagar, then AIMIM hold protestations, dharnas. So why they are trying for Aurangzeb's name? What Aurangzeb has done? Aurangzeb is and was the enemy of the India. Whether AIMIM and Owaisi are ready to agree on this position or not, that is the moot point. And then we are making
point taken.
More out of the mountain.
Okay, point taken, Mr. Bhatkhalkar. You're saying that to begin with, the BJP wants to see whether Owaisi will criticize Aurangzeb or not. Thank you for joining us. Rahul Easwar also with us. We'll also play that soundbite of Mr. Owaisi once again. But let me first go across to Mr. Rahul Easwar. Rahul Easwar, what do you have to say about this latest statement coming in from the side of Asaduddin Owaisi, sir?
Please don't trivialize things is my submission to Owaisi ji. We have all known the atrocities that Aurangzeb has committed on Hindus, and not only Hindus, his own father Shah Jahan, his own pluralist brother Dara Shikoh, because Dara Shikoh, his elder brother, was much more of a pluralist. He, blended Hindu-Muslim communities, worked for it, translated ancient Hindu texts. So he was a pluralist. But Aurangzeb, as we all know, was a hardliner in sort of religious terms and never worked for pluralism or Hindu-Muslim unity. That's the reason why Aurangzeb is being criticized. We celebrate people like Akbar, we celebrate people like Dara Shikoh, hope every Indian adores them. But at the same point of time, Aurangzeb has committed atrocities, raised temples, insulted Hindus, projected many of the religious supremacist attitudes. That's a fact of history, and many people saying, how do you are sure that if it is Aurangzeb poster? My only supposition is, sir, you may forget Aurangzeb, but we will not. But we are the people who really suffered at his hands. Centuries of our forefathers have suffered oppression and repression from his hands. So, we will know his poster much better than you, who may not have suffered persecution. So please don't trivialize the matter is the more important thing. Let us be sensitive to Hindu feelings. Is that too much to ask for?
You're saying that Aurangzeb's atrocities are being trivialized by Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi, but as far as Asaduddin Owaisi is concerned, he claims to say that this is a rather trivial or a known issue and it's being exaggerated. A mountain is being made out of a molehill simply to gain political brownie points by the BJP and its allies. How do you react, sir?
Just two submissions. One, so he concedes that there is a problem. His only problem is exaggeration. So he concedes there is a problem. See, for example, pardon my comparison. If a Hitler's posters are put up, won't the Jews feel offended? Can we blame the Jews for it? Because Jews have suffered at the hands of Hitler, who was the manifestation of evil. Similarly, we celebrate Akbar, we celebrate many other Mughals, but not Aurangzeb, who has committed atrocities.
Point taken, Rahul Easwar. Thank you for joining us. Let's also once again listen in to what Asaduddin Owaisi had to say before we move on.
तारीख को मिसमार किया जा रहा है कि भाई सल्तनत मुगलिया का कोई रोल नहीं रहा. मुझे कोई मोहब्बत नहीं है सल्तनत मुगलिया से, मगर तारीख का हिस्सा रहा है. भाई आप नहीं पढ़ाएंगे तो फिर लाल किला के नरेंद्र मोदी बनाए जो 15 अगस्त के दिन खड़े होकर झंडा लहराते हैं. ये समझ में नहीं आया मेरे को आज तक.
All right, shifting